The AI revolution is here. You're watching Ray Messenger, and I'm your host, Kenim, and today we're going to talk about Getty Images suing Stable Diffusion. So Getty Images claims that Stable Diffusion stole 12 million copyright images and wants 150 million per image each. That's, I think, $1.8 trillion. The audacity. So guys, if you're new to this whole AI world and you're new to the AI revolution, what is Stable Diffusion? You're probably like, you know Getty Images. You don't know what Stable Diffusion is. Now, Stable Diffusion is a deep learning text-to-image model released in 2022. It is primarily used to generate detailed images and conditioned on text descriptions, though it can also be applied for other tasks such as in-painting, out-painting, and generating image-to-image translations guided by a text prompt. Right, there's so many of these that exist now. Ray Messenger is actually coming out with one. We're coming out with one on Ray Messenger. Right now we have text. We're putting it all together. So image, look out for that. And so I just want to talk about the audacity of Getty Images because it's just beyond me. You know, not only have they been accused of like some of their content on their platform apparently not belonging to them. It's allegedly. They've been accused of this, right? But for them to come after Stable Diffusion where, you know, a lot of the images on their platform is just inspired by what is already available online. And Getty Images is something that is of the industrial era, and we're well into the information era. Okay, I'll say it's early information era, right? Getty Images. But right now, like, it's so archaic. Nobody even, I remember back in the day, maybe in like around like 2007 or so, or earlier, even before early internet days, you would go on Getty Images to look at celebrity photos or look at stuff going on. Who does that anymore? You just Google it. But Getty Images makes a lot of money because of it. It makes it, you know, for when you put their images in your content, they make a crazy amount of money for that, right? But I think like this question about ownership online is changing. I understand the importance of IP, you know, and that's like the real push that people have towards AI. But you're gonna naturally, when there's disruption, there gonna be a lot of people in the traditional world who have made a lot of money from the traditional world that are gonna be so against the new rules. With AI, with Stable Diffusion, apps like Stable Diffusion, they're using so many images, the influence of so many images to build out one image. See some examples, you know? And so it's inspired by, but I think legally you should be allowed. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but legally you should be allowed to do that. Look at that. Crazy, huh? Wow. It's just as good as Midjourney. And so it's just wild to me that Getty Images is just kind of, it's almost as though they're pissed with like the new era and they want to still use traditional methods to dominate. And it's just so questionable because not only is Getty Images just so overpriced and just not, their pricing for content is just not realistic in the modern era. It's just, it's ridiculous, their pricing. But outside of that, it's kind of like, it's going to be interesting to see this shift. Obviously, they're not going to get anything near 1.8 billion, which is ridiculous, especially in an emerging field that's going to change the world. It would be very upsetting to see a judge rule against AI because you can't reject evolution when it's improving the lives of millions, billions of people. This evolution is here to stay. And I think when we're fighting for the future of technology, we have to fight against the old ways trying to block off the new way. So they're trying to control and regulate something so fresh and new that gives everybody, that democratizes your ability to create, in a way that, like, before you would have to pay so much money to an artist to build out something like this, and time and all those things. And now it's just easy and accessible. This is the time we're in. And yes, some people are against this, and you don't have to participate. You can stay behind, but don't come and block the future, because the future is here to stay. And it's gonna create so many more incredible opportunities for all of us. Yes, there are going to be jobs that are lost. Now maybe painting might not be a job of the future. Maybe all those other traditional things may not be a job of the future. I think it's always going to stay. When I think about it, like, it's like movie theaters. They didn't go out of fashion because Netflix came. They're just more appreciated, right? Or they're just more rare, therefore appreciated. That's the same as paintings. But now that this is available now, with this digital art, oh man, I'm sure some people were making crazy money selling these digital art pieces as NFTs. Whoa. But anyway, point is, the times, I just think there's an opportunity that can be taken advantage of. And I think we cannot let the past block our future. So I think it's in the best interest of the US government to allow AI take this. And when it comes to teachers in schools, I'll talk about that in another video, but when it comes to teachers in schools need to move with the times. Memorization is a great learning tactic, but it might not be the best learning tactic for the future. Now, what is the best learning tactic for the future? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. But we have to be willing to even maybe ask Ray the AI. We should ask her, what is the best way to learn, with AI? What is the best way to, we can ask these questions and we can explore these questions, but we're going to figure it out. One thing that we've learned about even what happened with social media, with all these disruptive technologies, is that we figure it out and we figure out a way, and life goes on. So it's not doom and gloom. It's not the end of the world just because you see this evolution. If anything, it's just opening so many more new doors. So yes, traditional jobs may go obsolete, but it's bringing new jobs that are more relevant for the times, right? Think about it. Before cameras existed, what the hell was a photographer? Think about someone being upset, a painter being upset because cameras can take pictures now. No, but is painting obsolete? No, we still look at painters are making crazy amounts of money. So now my point is, like, this is just an evolution, and we've learned that the old thing doesn't actually go extinct most of the time, right? The old thing just evolves into something else. We still love going to the movie theaters. Despite Netflix and all the streaming companies, we're still going to go. Yes, COVID blocked it off, but people are coming back, right? So we just have to understand. And now movie tickets are 3 times the price that they used to be. But my point is, now there's an evolution happening, and we have to take advantage of the new moment. We can't let the past block our future. We have to open our minds and explore the new ways, because these things are not going to go obsolete. Yes, maybe Getty Images is going to go obsolete because you overcharge for something that should not be that expensive. And these days, if you're making a movie, are you going to go to Getty Images and pay them $5,000 for one photo? Or are you going to go on Stable Diffusion or Ray the AI and generate a photo that you get for $10 a month? Obviously, you're not going to go to Getty Images to do that. And that's just what I think is what is upsetting them. But that was already the case with Google. Google already, ended that business model for them by giving all these images of, online, even though, like, technically people should pay them for the content that they use. But I'm just saying, the future is here. We have to be careful not to block the future and embrace it. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure you guys follow Ray the AI, follow, subscribe for this channel. But make sure you guys DM Ray the AI. Check her out. Ask her to do your homework. Don't ask her to do your homework. I'm going to talk about schools and AI in another video, but don't ask her to do your homework. Work with her or ask her to write your emails though, your email marketing campaigns, if you're writing a book, you can use her to assist you. Don't have her write the book, but you can brainstorm ideas with her. You can brainstorm strategies with her. She's great for all those things. At Ray the AI. Check her out, and I'll see you in the next one. My name is Kenim, and I'm out. Peace.